Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey, folks, I'm third of video series videos I do for Luana. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. That was a good snap. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that at the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm just going to mention this again. Audio might be a little bit crappy on this one. It sucks because I finally have more or less gotten over the shit that was in my throat. So like some of my videos, like I wasn't able really to enunciate, project properly the way that I would like to because I had, then I finally get over it, and combination of two things. Number one, it's super hot, so I have to have the air conditioning on. I know my phone does pick that up. Sorry. And then the other thing is that I dropped my phone into a vat of industrial paint at work. It took about half an hour to get it out, and the phone still works, charges, it does all the shit it's supposed to do, but as much as I try to clean it out, I know it picking up the audio, it's lost a little bit of its oomph, but hopefully it'll be okay. But anyway, whilst I'm doing all that stuff, folks, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm inside my truck, I'm doing something else, which is I'm wearing a super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Marks of Grey shirt. If you are not familiar with the band Marks of Grey, I believe they're a local Illinois band. I'm like 90% certain on that. I got to see these guys. They opened up a show just a few days ago. I uploaded a whole bunch of concert videos from that show, and so you will see some of that stuff. And to that effect, Marks of Grey were excellent. After that, my friends in the band Wonderlick played. They were really good. After that, you had Atlanta is Burning, who I believe that was the first time I'd seen them. They were really good. And then my friends in the band Consume the Divide also played. I have videos of all of their sets. Super cool bands. Check them out. What am I trying for y'all? Well, I'm going from one local thing to another because I was just talking about local bands. I just got through reviewing some hot sauce from Millie's, which is a pancake house, kind of in my local vicinity. This was their smoked serrano infused with maple syrup. Ooh. But I pointed it out in the other one. There's two. There's actually three, but I don't have the third one. Boom! It is, let's do it. Yeah. This is their maple bourbon ghost pepper sauce. Ooh, okay. Okay. So, I'm going to try this out. What am I going to try it out on, folks? Well, I'm going to try it out on, boom, chicken tenders from KFC, because that seemed like a thing to do hot sauce on. Not to mention, it's got the whole maple thing, so you got, kind of a chicken and waffles vibe. Let's open this up. It's locally made and crafted. I appreciate that. Maybe at some point in time, I'll try to review something from Millie's that isn't just their hot sauce. I have no idea how that would go, because that's like a breakfast thing, and they're a sit-down place, and we'll see. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Alright. Let's pop it open. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put some on my finger. Try it out that way. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I got some on my Marks of Grey shirt. Oh, no! I need a better way to do this. Sure, that ought to work. You saw it. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I mentioned in the previous review that the other one, it reminded me kind of a similar taste to Popeye's Sweet Heat sauce. This, even more so, but punchier. The heat is definitely up on this one. Let's do a little mini shot. Oh, okay. That has some proper heat to it, folks. Oh yeah, it's got that ghost pepper burn. I like that. I like that a lot. I love ghost pepper stuff, man. I think it's not the hottest pepper out there anymore, but it's still properly spicy. And it's really good. Yeah, I'm down with this. It's got It's got a nice pepper flavor to it. It's also got some bitterness to it, which kind of works out. Let's do another little thing. It's even got a few chunks in there too, which I'm liking. 1, 2, down we go. Oh, that is some good stuff. I like it. It's got a lot going on. Like, even though it's a relatively watery sauce, I mean, you saw it slide the fuck off my finger. Which sucks, because now I have to wash this shirt. And, like, I like this shirt, but when I went to buy it from the band, like, I wear a XXL, and all they had were normal X available, which I can do, but the problem is, I wash them one time, and they shrink. And people are like, oh, Brandon, wash them in cold water. They won't shrink. They still shrink, just not as much. I don't have a lot of room to work with this. Realistically, I just need to get my fat ass to be less fat. This show doesn't help that. But no, that's seriously good. It's very different. Like, even though it's somewhat similar flavor profiles to the other one, it's also very different. Because the other one didn't have, like, the bitterness, and that had a stronger pepper flavor to it. Like, you could taste the pepper in it. This, you get more heat, you get this, like, interesting kind of bitterness hit to it. And I like this one. I like this one. I like both of them, so, you know. But let's go over there, let's try it out on some chicken, because that's a thing that I decided to do. Chicken. Get a proper amount on there. Put it over the thing. One thing I will say, if I were going to re-review this, I might choose a different avenue than the chicken. Just because, like, I'm still getting some taste, and I'm definitely still getting some heat, but the spices from the chicken and everything, the herbs and spices, they're sort of competing for the flavor. And it's a little bit of a mix, so let's try this again. Yeah, that one got it. And yeah, it's got a little bit of a maple edge to it, but here's the thing. Not in so much of a sweet way. Like, it's hard to describe because you think maple, you think sweet, obviously. But it's, ooh, mind you, well, okay. So, you think sweet, but, like, maple isn't just sweet. There's more to it than that. You know, it has kind of an earthy flavor. You know, it's a sap. So you do get a hit of, like, that kind of taste to it. So you got a little bit of an earthiness, you got the pepperiness, you got the heat, and you also have sort of this bitterness to it. It makes for a really complex and really interesting hot sauce. And it has kind of a similar thing going to it with the other one, where it's got heat. It definitely has more heat than the other one. And it's a lasting heat, you know, like you can actually feel it on your tongue and the roof of your mouth. So, but the thing is that it hits, but I wouldn't say that it overstays its welcome. Like, even if it's a ghost pepper hot sauce, it's not like a super heavy ghost pepper hot sauce. It's more about the flavor than the heat, even though the heat is actually pretty good on it. So, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes, and kind of. For me, between these two, I think I like this one more than I like the other one. But I like both of them a lot, and I would use them for very different things. Because at the end of the day, the Serrano stuff, I like it, and I like the fact that it's bold on flavor, it's, has a decent amount going on to it, it's a little less hot, so like I would use this more as kind of a flavoring thing, something I could spread out on a pizza or something like that, just to give it a little extra kick. Whereas with the Bourbon Ghost, this I would use like almost like a dipping sauce, something where I could like really kind of enjoy it and enjoy the heat. But I like this a lot. Like, it's not my favorite ghost pepper sauce I've ever had. I wouldn't even say it's the best representation of a ghost pepper sauce, because again, like, you're not getting like a real full kick me in the head heat that you do for most ghost peppers, but it's also not trying to do that. It's got a lot going on, and I enjoy the complexity of it. I like that a lot. As for recommending it, I can't recommend it as much as I recommended the other one, even though for me it's my preference, just because the heat level is higher. It's not hugely abrasive, but whereas with the other one, the Serrano, kind of along a similar lines to like a Tabasco type of sauce where you're getting a lot more flavor than you are like, really heavy heat. This, you're still getting a lot of flavor, but the heat is definitely more pronounced. So if you're not into that, there's obviously no reason for you to go into it. But I like both of them. I just have to try the third one. So, Millie's, in terms of hot sauces, the two that I've had, you've done a fantastic job on both. Like I said, I got to get out. I got to try that third one because I like it, and I like what you did, and I appreciate it. It's you went over there and you found a way to take something that's kind of novel, but also have it still taste like quality. I like that. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You can go over there and have yourselves a truly pancake house-tastic rest of your life, because Millie's is a pancake house, and good on pancake houses. Like, I like pancake houses, I don't hit them up that often, but I got some good ones around me, folks. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in your world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but what you do can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're gonna do, folks. You're gonna try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, that's not always the easiest thing to do, okay? Trust me, especially like right now, we're getting hot. It's like 90 some odd degrees according to my I'm not a fan, folks. I'm not a fan. That puts me into a bad mood, stresses me out, and I gotta mow the lawn tomorrow because I was supposed to mow it over Memorial Day weekend, but I was like, Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholeness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're gonna go over there, maybe you're gonna try yourself out some delicious, well, I mean, you'd have to kind of be in the area that I'm in to go over there and find the Maple Bourbon Ghost hot sauce. But hey, maybe you are. I mean, to be fair, some of the people who watch my show are people who actually do live in the area that I live in. And would hi to all of you folks. If that's the case, then maybe go over there and try it out, and maybe if you happen to know me in real life, because a few people do, go over there and be like, Brandon, that was fantastic, it was wonderful, it was the best thing ever, here's $800 million. I'm not going to accept it. Not going to accept it. That's too much. It's too much. Like $100 million. That's all I need. I mean, realistically, $500,000. That's all I need. $500,000, mortgage paid off, help my mom out with a few things, help some friends and family, that whole thing. That's all I'm saying. Or conversely, you don't have to give me any money. If you want to, you can. Instead, just, go over there. You know what? Explore your local scene. There's usually a lot of great stuff out there if you just, take the time to look at it.